course, we always go into something local. And when y'all sent me an email, I said, no way, that can't be true. That's not, no way that one is true. I have to see it for myself. Apparently, a woman threw a man's stuff off of a third floor balcony. And this is in San Diego, I believe. And so he decided that he wanted to throw her off a balcony. He decided that he wants to throw her off a balcony in retaliation. You can't make this stuff up. I haven't seen this story yet, but I did see it and you guys sent it to me. So I said that let's go ahead and have a conversation about it to figure out exactly what's going on out in these streets. Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, we'll turn on your notifications as well.
One woman is dead, her boyfriend in custody after police say he threw her over the third floor balcony of her apartment complex. She was taken to the hospital where she died.
The incident was so gruesome that neighbors say they're still traumatized. NBC7's Kelvin Henry joins us now from the scene. Kelvin?
And now, Catherine and Michelle, I spent my day speaking to people in the community, and they say they are horrified by what happened. Now, the crews were out here today, and they were still processing the scene. And I also spoke with more neighbors that were in the immediate vicinity. They say they're still wrapping their heads around what took place.
I'm truly traumatized by what I've seen.
Charles Riddle lives steps away from where the victim lived and where the violent incident happened.
I walk out my door, and the lady that was thrown off the balcony had a bag of, I guess, her boyfriend's clothing and drops it at the elevator. And she's mad and angry, and she goes back to the apartment.
Charles says at this point, things went downhill.
But I get down the elevator and go downstairs. Before I made it to my car, I hear a commotion, and I turn around. He's got hold of her right over here, and from behind, and he heaves her over the balcony, and she cartwheels, hits head first on the ground.
Almost 24 hours later, and there is still caution tape hanging as a crew is processing what is now a crime scene. According to the San Diego Police Department, the victim was taken to a local hospital with head trauma and a broken leg, but did not survive her injuries. They say the suspect is 57-year-old Albert Turner, and the victim is 61-year-old Irene Williams.
Yo, Albert and Irene, those is old names. Those are old names. What are we talking about here, guys? I thought that they was going to say that they were 24 and 25, that they had been smoking trees or meth or something of some kind of substance or something like that. You can't be 57 and 60 getting into a confrontation with each other. Y'all still throwing each other out at 57 and 60? Miss Freckles, at 57 and 60, 57 and 60? Really? All right, listen. This is what I've learned by browsing Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook in about 2 years. All right, maybe longer. I tried to log in the other day because somebody sent me something and said, Anton, you got to check out this Facebook clip. And so I tried to log in. I had trouble logging in. They said that I had to go through a second authentication with my old cell phone number, that the one that leaked on the internet that I had to wind up changing the number for. I said, this is just too messy. I don't know if I want to continue to go through this. But this is what I remember from Facebook. I remember from Facebook that most people that are on Facebook, not all, some people is just chill, some people is just sharing stuff. I know a lot of people that use Facebook Marketplace, and I also know some people that use the groups to, connect or talk about stuff or have certain conversations, or they use it for community and all of that stuff, right? So there is a segment of people that's using the platform for what they supposed to use the platform for. But what I've learned on Facebook is that most people never grew up past 18 years old. Most people have never grew up past 18 years old. Don't matter if they 30, don't matter if they 40, Don't matter if they 50, and it obviously doesn't matter if they 60. Most people are still stuck, and they got to high school, and that's where they at. I never thought that as I was growing up, that because you know how you used to see the old heads and they was like Al Bundy, Polk High, 4 touchdowns in a high school game. They should have made it, but now they still stuck selling shoes at the women's department store. I was like, man, it's a lot of old heads that's really like that in real life. Honest to God. It's a lot of old heads that still, but then as I became 30, 35, 40, now I'm 43, I still see people doing the same thing. And unless somebody dies, because I graduated with about 2,000 people and only about 3 or 4 of us has died total, which is a really, really good number. Unless somebody dies, all you see is gossip and segmenting themselves. Most people don't grow past the mentality of whatever it is that they experience in high school. They hit the high school age and it's like they stop. Best years of their life, they never evolve past that. They still arguing with the same people, still beefing with the same people. And obviously, he's still getting into some situations where she feel compelled to throw his clothes out, and he throwing up. Now he didn't got fed up. He said, you know what? That's just the last time, Irene. That's the last time that you're going. He probably warned her. I guarantee you he warned her. He probably told her, and she didn't believe him because he ain't never did it before. He probably told her. The most he didn't ever did was grab her up, shake her, sit on her. You know what I'm saying? Tell her that he's stressing her. But I'm so tired of this. I was listening to Anton, and he said that the thing that men want the most is peace. And she said, well, you should have came in at a reasonable time. Otherwise, your clothes wouldn't be going over this balcony. And I waited for you to get here. And now I'm about to throw these clothes over and you can get up and leave because I can do good by myself. That's what Shira 7 told me. And he said, listen, you throw them clothes over, you're going to go right along with it. Wherever the clothes go. If the clothes go back in the bedroom, that's where you're going to go. If the clothes go over the balcony, that's where you're going. He'd had enough. He'd had enough. And she tested it. She threw the clothes over and he cartwheeled her monkey head right on over that balcony. And she was right there down there with them clothes. Now, I'm pretty sure that he didn't think that she was going to die, but they was on the 3rd floor. And it was in the heat of the argument. And this is what they've been doing for the last 40 years. They've been doing this for 40 plus years. He's tired of Irene. I don't come blaming me in the red pill space talking about this is what men did. I don't want to hear it.
Neighbors tell NBC7 they are still shaken up by the incident and they have concerns.
Nobody is deserving of that. You know, what he did.
I guarantee you that's what
yesterday.
happened.
This incident happened at San Ysidro Senior Village, which the building's website describes as a senior living community for seniors 55 and older that have experienced homelessness. The property is gated, but some neighbors say that's simply not enough.
That's a heck of a facility for people that experience homelessness. Y'all see this? That looked like a place that they just built downtown.
Experienced homelessness.
San Diego and California is something else, ain't it?
The property is gated, but some neighbors say that's simply not enough. Beyond this incident, Claudia Armenta echoed the concerns stated by others about security at the property, but she is thankful for the support since the incident happened.
This morning, someone came in just to talk to my mom to see how she's doing emotionally and all that.
As people wrap their heads around what happened, Charles is choosing to hold on to the positive memories he has of his neighbor.
I just know her by Pee Wee. That's all I know. Awesome, Pee Wee, yeah. Awesome woman.
Anyone with any additional information should reach out to SDPD or Crime Stoppers. But for now,
we gotta be a little bit more amicable in our older age. We can't grow worse. We got to get better. We can't grow worse. We got to get better. And if yeah, I don't like that. Don't call my girl no nicknames. don't call her no nicknames. No nicknames for you. So that is what's happening over in San Diego. We decided to divest ourselves from Chicago for a second and Los Angeles for a second and talk about what's happening in San Diego. Has anybody actually been to San Diego? That's one of the places that I've never been to. I was going to go and visit. I was considering staying in San Diego. during the pandemic for the weather. But then I was like, wait a minute, California is too restrictive. And then we wind up going to Florida, and that was probably a better deal. Anybody know anything about San Diego? Y'all been to San Diego? What's it like in San Diego? They say San Diego has some of the most perfect weather inside of the United States of America. What do y'all know about that? San Diego is beautiful, Shauna. Red light district. I don't know about that. That sounds a little sketchy.